I've been homeless a number of years now, and I've started to see that the system around us and everything else is built to kind of depress us down, depress us against each other, to keep us separate, to make us focus on money and not each other, to see us as separate from each other and not as unified. My name is Stefan in Irish, Stiofa for the N. As I found it difficult to see my way ahead in this society, I've seen visions of like the future that we could all live in, to change the environments that we are living in, to make a better way for the future generations as well as the current generations. And I've looked back through my memories, through our journey collectively here on Earth and everywhere else, and I've seen what was before the surface was cracked apart. That, like in geography and everything else, they're seeing more clearly now that the cliffs, the beaches, the sand, all of these show the interconnectedness of what we have as the surface of our Earth. And yeah, it's just it's difficult for some to see because there are so many distractions, so many things to keep us from seeing what's actually been going on.
How did everything start? How and when?
It was when I rejected a meal. I did not want to eat meat. When I rejected that meal, I was ejected from my dad's house, and from there it has been like slip sliding from there. I was in a few rented accommodations, but even when I was there, I started to realize that even people that are renting their houses are also effectively homeless, even though they have a roof over their heads. That we don't have like the which would be correct, the ownership of the place that we live. So it's keeping us in a constant state of fear and backwards and forwards, keeping us focused on our jobs instead of each other, which are feeding the war machine for the most part. And all of these things I became, like for quite a while, almost paralyzed by. I couldn't see an avenue into society or into like our current world that like allowed for that. We seem to be neglecting the natural world and each other and our foundation, and we are focusing too much on technology. We're not focusing enough on like our own natural attributes, our own natural abilities, our empathy, our compassion, our knowledge, which the earth holds for us. All of that came from here and from everywhere. So like the more that we ignore that, the more that we're separate from ourselves, really. So as we grow with nature, it seems that we more grow together again.
Okay. What did you do in the past, Stefan? Yeah?
Not many jobs, just some basic ones, some basic retail and things like that. I acted for a small while, but I also found that was difficult to get across many of the issues, that a lot of the industry had been steered in a very different direction, so that like there's a lot of truths that haven't come to the surface. Whenever they come up, they are pushed aside, or other people don't get to actually bring those that knowledge forward. So it's been difficult since then to know where to step in.
Did you try to since you became homeless, did you try to find jobs, to apply for jobs, to try to get back into the, I don't know, to try to have a roof over your head and stuff like this?
No, I wanted to see what the different avenues that the government and other people were providing for us, but they also seemed to be to separate us, to put us into our own difficult avenues, to control us, to streamline us, to and like as I said, almost every job seems to be contributing to the difficulties, not alleviating them. So I found that most of the jobs, even when being honest on the surface, bar very few, seem to be feeding money back into the same system that is actually causing things to come apart instead of together. So
thank you for sharing. What is your hope for the future?
Having like-minded people around me, living in balance with nature, helping to make a more nature-friendly way of helping people disengage from the heavily overbuilt civilization that we made with the cities and stuff like this, to help them to re-engage with nature and themselves and each other, and to like allow for that change to come forward. Many more things, but it's hard to think with so much distraction going on around.
Would like to pass on a message to someone, friends, family, someone that could see you, or who could see you and maybe give you a hand, help you?
For a time, I felt that by being too close to others and speaking of my difficulties was too hard for others to bear, as they did not know how to assist me in those. And I kept a distance and didn't reach out, because I felt that by giving that distance was also trying to be loving in my own way, that I felt I put too much pressure on them. But I am still alive, so I hope now to come full circle and to come back in, but I don't know if they have the same view. Many people have never been in this situation, and they've lived in relative comfort and ease their whole lives, but they haven't had the perspectives of those that have been put into difficulty because of their beliefs or because of other ideologies that have kept people separate instead of together.
A short message for those who are going to watch this video. Could be anything.
Believe in yourselves. Look to your own story. If you find it difficult to see your way forward, look backwards to the beginning as far as you can, and then see how far that we have actually come and how far that we can go together in a better direction. And when in doubt, look to nature. That is in its own way completely perfect and has survived and endured all of what has been and gone. All the civilizations that are still there in ruins or that are being rediscovered, all of those fell away, but nature has persevered through all of that.